feels very natural to have asked Chuck Fellows to be our keynote speaker. Can you hear me okay? Because it doesn't sound good. He's had 2 boys graduate with us, and during those years, his welcome presence was often felt in our hallways and in our classrooms. Mr. Fellows has an education background, an extensive manufacturing background, is very politically involved as he has served the state as a member of the Licensing and Regulatory Agency. He currently serves as Vice Chair of the Green Oak Charter Township Planning Commission and is currently the President of the Board of Directors of Flex Tech School in Brighton. Please help me welcome Chuck Fellows.
Thank you. And I am indeed Chuck Fellows. Parents, friends, honored Kensington Woods class of 2014, thank you for this opportunity to speak at your graduation. I'm honored to be here and have this opportunity to share some thoughts with you and all the folks out there. One very important thought is of those who are the reason why we are here tonight, the parents. Your journey is slowing down. Your navigation responsibilities diminishing. There are those present ready to start navigating on their own. Context can be everything. How we interpret the world around us impacts the paths we choose. I'm a retired business person and an advocate for learning. I'm going to share some thoughts and stories with you from the only context that I know, my own life's journey to this point. While experiencing my 51,100 sunrises and sunsets, I've learned some valuable life lessons, lessons that sometimes are hard to follow, but have been incredibly valuable in my lifelong journey of learning and growing. You know, a state trooper told me just the other day that boys, guys, looks like you're outnumbered about 2 to 1, told me that boys don't develop a frontal cortex until they're 25 years or older. So guys, you can leave the room now. Not really. Well, you know, that's really an exaggeration, but the fact is boys do develop their social management skills later than girls. And fellas, I want you to pay extra close attention. Otherwise, the girls are going to have a larger advantage than they already have. What I'm sharing is also a very old perspective, since I'm about 50 years more worn than the graduates in this room. Yes, graduates, you have finished your first journey, the one from kindergarten to grade 12. And now you are entering the phase of your life where you take control. Free at last, Lord Almighty, I'm free at last. Not really, but you're getting there. You have something that no one can take away from you. No one, no way. It's your education. You own it, and it's now up to you to take care of it, and maybe even grow it. That's how you expand your freedoms. Never stop learning. So here are some learnings for you to take with you. Viktor Frankl was a Holocaust survivor. While interred, he suffered great insult and abuse from his captors. He survived. His family did not. He survived because he knew if he gave in to despair and frustration, he would wither and die like his fellow inmates. Instead, he chose a very, very important action: to help those around him survive the horrors of the camp. He even helped his captors when he could. Viktor realized that he had a choice, that he was free to choose his responses to his situation. His choice saved the lives of many, and his own. You, graduates, are entering the world where you will be making your own life choices. Free at last, Lord Almighty, I'm free at last. I spent years working with Native American business people, visiting their reservations, listening to their tribal elders. Many times I was told the following story about choosing. A Native American elder once described his own inner struggles in this manner. Inside of me there are 2 wolves. One of the wolves is mean and evil. The other wolf is good. The mean wolf bites the good wolf all the time. When he was asked which wolf wins, he reflected for a moment and replied, "The one I feed the most." You are free to choose the wolf you will feed the most. Free at last, free at last. Lord Almighty, free at last. As I was embarking on my post-graduation life, I found relief from the daily grind in music, specifically folk music. People like Woody Guthrie, Arlo Guthrie, Gordon Lightfoot, James Taylor, and Harry Chapin. All names probably unfamiliar to you guys. They were all storytellers, and one, Harry Chapin, received some popular fame with songs such as Cats in the Cradle and Taxi, tunes your grandparents would probably remember. Well, Harry would often tell a story, just a story. He wouldn't put it in. Here's one of my favorites. My grandfather was a painter. He died at age 88. He illustrated Robert Frost's first 2 books of poetry. He was looking at me one day and he said, "Harry, there's 2 kinds of tired. There's good tired and there's bad tired," he said. Ironically enough, bad tired could be a day that you won. But you've won other people's battles. You've lived other people's lives, other people's agendas, other people's dreams. And when it was all over, there was very little you in there. And when you hit the hay at night, somehow you toss and turn. You don't settle easy. It's the good tired, ironically enough, can be a day that you've lost. But you don't have to tell yourself, because you knew you fought your battles, chased your dreams, and lived your days. And when you hit the hay at night, you settle easy, you sleep with the just. And at the end of the day, I hope each and every one of you can say that you chose to fight your battles, chase your dreams, live your days, and can settle easy. Free at last, free at last, Lord Almighty, free at last. Finally, I want to share 4 pieces of ancient Toltec wisdom. I hope you use them as you make your choices along the way. First, be impeccable with your word. Words are like eggs dropped from great heights. You can no more call them back than ignore the mess they make when they fall. Next, and this is really hard, don't take anything personally. Nothing that others do or say is because of you. Nothing. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dreams, their own life, not yours. Don't make assumptions. Ask questions. Make your choices carefully, with understanding. Always seek first to understand and then be understood. Always do your best. Easy to say, but always do your best. Remember, it's your best, and it's going to be different every day. And most importantly, it's the best you choose to be, not somebody else. Graduates, the first part of your life's journey is now in. Choices, like freedom, are now your responsibility. You are now the navigators for your future. Those we call parents, well, they're beginning their next journey. Hopefully, your learning journeys will never end. Use your freedom to choose kindly and wisely. Thank you.